side hustling slashers are on the rise, and employers are taking advantage. Now, I will tell you, when I first read this, kind of cocked my head sideways like, I don't know how I feel about this. But as I really dove into it and began to think about it, I thought, there's something here. So for those of you who are already that side hustle type person, like you're just always finding yourself either thinking about a side hustle or you've been engaged in side hustles throughout your professional career, or maybe you're younger, and boy, this younger generation, Gen Z, the most entrepreneurial generation we've ever seen as far as the polls that say they are super, super interested in starting a business either right out of high school or in the near future. So what is slashing? This is engaging in several vocations simultaneously. Now, not a new phenomenon, but we got a new term every day, right? Like quiet quitting, quiet hiring. We got a new term every day. And slash careers are on the rise. According to a recent survey from software company Zapier, 40% of Americans dabbled in a side hustle in 2022. Now, that's up from 34% in December of 2020. Not surprising. If anything, I would have thought the number would be higher given what we saw out of the pandemic. So we saw a lot of people start businesses as a result of the pandemic. So the thing that I kind of turned my head sideways on is that if you're hiring people who have one or two side hustles, then by definition, their focus is divided. And so that was like, And then I realized, we have a lot of people doing side hustles here at Ramsey because they're trying to live what we teach, to get out of debt, to live like no one else. So, you got to love a side hustle. So that's when I said, you know what? There's something to this. So why is it beneficial for companies to hire people with side hustles, or otherwise known as slashers, which, by the way, it's such a horrible word. It's so violent. It makes me uncomfortable, but maybe that's my neurosis. Daniel Snow and Jonathan Snow, 29 and 32 years of age, founders of Florida-based digital marketing agency, The Snow Agency, which hit number 47 on the Inc. magazine 5,000. These are the top small businesses in America. They say they make a habit of hiring employees with multiple professional identities. They say knowing each employee's skills and interests up front outside of what they do helps them connect people to the right projects. They go on to say that it's really important to understand that they've got hobbies or side hustles outside because we incorporate that. So let's say we have a client who wants to do a campaign related to boxing or makeup. If one of our employees has a side hustle or a really intense hobby in those areas, we're going to assign them to that account. Makes total sense. Why? The age-old reality that connections matter. Connecting to humans. We have something in common. We have better conversation. We have better conversation. We have a better connection. All right. Well, they talked to some more. Here's a couple things I'm going to roll through quickly. The multitasking. That was, again, a concern that I had, right? Multi-focus, multitasking. I'm not a multitasker. I have ADHD. That's a whole different problem, all right? So, but, is multitasking, is it a talent? Yes. Is it a distraction? Yes. But if we focus on the talent side of it, these slashers, see, somebody's going to listen to this today and go, what is he talking about every time I say slashers? I'm going to stop saying it. These people with side hustles, boy, that sounds so much better. Well, see, they're well accustomed to juggling a lot. So it really is a skill for them. They've got a full-time job. They've got a side hustle. They're making money, right? Presumably, they've got relationship responsibilities. So they really have developed a skill set to be able to balance a lot. And so that makes them more efficient in the office. Turns out they have strong time management skills. This is what 47 Samurai, which is number 738 on the Inc. 5000, their executives say, we like the strong time management skills that these type of employees bring to us. Steve Cody is the founder of a New York-based public relations firm called Peppercom. And he said that these type of employees who have multiple or one side hustle, they provide unique perspectives because they're constantly having to look at things quickly and from a different perspective because they are the chief everything officer of their own gig. I think it's a very, very, very good insight there. You know, let me tell you something. I think it was 2021 that LinkedIn said, it was either 2020 or 2021, as memory serves. LinkedIn said that the most attractive skill for hiring managers that they were looking for was adaptability. Now, adaptability, yes, it's a skill, a soft skill. Can I just tell you what it is? It's an attitude. It's an attitude that says, change is here. You don't get to decide if you're going to accept change. You want to take your ball and go home, then that's fine. But change is here. So what do we do? And that is the attitude of adaptability. So these people are adaptive on steroids because of everything they got going on. And then here's the final quality that I think is really, really interesting. They have grit, determination, adaptability. And those people are a very valuable asset in any time of uncertainty and disruption. This is a statement from Evan Horowitz, CEO of a California-based company. It's not that we're looking for people with side hustles, but we're looking for tenacious people who thrive in ambiguity. And that's what our company's pace of growth demands. Now, how do you grow the skill of adaptability? By putting yourself in forced environments of change. I mean, you have to develop a muscle for it, just like you would if you're going to go work out. Say, okay, I want to increase the size of my shoulders or whatever. I want to get my legs in shape, whatever. If that's the goal, then you've got to go do the weights, the resistance. You put yourself in a place of resistance. That's what weight training is. It is the resistance. I'm stepping into this forced pain, forced challenge, to then develop a muscle. And I got to tell you something, whether you want to get into side hustling or not, but if you're trying to differentiate yourself in today's workplace, I would be leading with conversations in the interview process, on your resume, everything, talking about your adaptability and how you thrive in moments of change. Because leaders look at that and say, I don't have to worry about attitudes when we got to deal with change. I just tell them we got to change, and they're going to figure it out. And that makes you very, very attractive.